Are you giving your viewers a chance to see more of your content at the end of your videos? Because if you're not, you're missing out on the opportunity to get more views and subscribers for your YouTube channel. Today's focus is all about an end screen and how to make an end card so that you can expose your viewers to more of your content instead of someone else's. Let's start off by looking at the back end of YouTube so that you can see how to add an end screen to your videos. If you don't know how to get into the back end of your studio, go to your homepage, click on your profile picture at the top right, click on YouTube Studio. This will take you right there. We're going to go to the content tab. This one still needs a little work because it doesn't have an end screen. I can show you what it looks like when there's not one already there. I'm going to click on details. One thing to keep in mind, your YouTube Studio will look different than mine because of the plugins that I use on Chrome. But what you are going to look for is on the right-hand side, scroll down under visibility, there's subtitles and end screen. We want to click on end screen. If you've never done end screens before, this can look a little overwhelming. This one, import from latest video. So whatever you did most recently, you can import that. It will set it up for you. One video, one subscribe. That would look like this. One video, one subscribe. It chose best for viewer. Instead of best for viewer, you can choose most recent upload or a very specific video that you want to lead your audience to watch. This is what I choose 95% of the time. And then this icon is your profile picture, but when someone clicks it, it allows someone to subscribe to the channel. This one is a playlist and subscribe. You're going to notice for the playlist and subscribe that it is red, and it's because it wants you to choose the playlist. So I'm going to click on the element right here. Click on the pencil and it will give you playlist options. Sometimes I will choose this one if I think that something later down the road will be good. Playlist is a great way to get your audience to binge watch your content. I might choose this one. Level up your videos with Canva. Over here, we've got 2 videos. I tend to not choose 2 videos because I've found that if you give your viewers more than one option, then they tend to choose no options. But it is there in case you want to choose one best for viewer or most recent upload and then point to one that you really want your viewers to watch. Here's one that's one video, one playlist. You need to choose your playlist. And then finally, they've got the wow, you've got 2 options, one video, one playlist, and one subscribe button. If none of those work for you, you can actually click on plus element and choose what you want yourself. Depending on where you are in your YouTube journey will depend on what options that come up for you. Don't worry if some of the options aren't there. Really, I only personally use video or playlist. For this one, I'm going to choose import from latest video because what I want you to see is that it just pulled up a video option for me. So when I click on this, if I move my playhead over here, you're going to see where it falls automatically on my end card. Every time I do this, I have to take my end screen element, size it. I do that with my mouse. I size it right over the rectangle that I have built for it, right within Canva. We're going to learn how to make something similar here in a minute. It automatically pops up with the timing from before, but I may need to adjust the timing a little bit. I use my mouse, move the playhead back a little bit. Now I'm going to play. Let's learn another cool. I want to move it in a little bit because I think it would be cool to be able to see the animation. So we've got the animation there. I'm just slowly bringing it in. Okay, let's go a little more. I just think it would be cool for everyone to be able to see the full animation. That's pretty good. I'm going to click save here in a second, but what I want you to notice is down here, you can see my end card. These elements have to stay up on the screen at least 5 seconds. So your end card needs to be at least 5 seconds. If I scroll all the way back, you can see I can't go any further than that. I could actually move this up and move it further up. Let me get it back there at the playhead. I'm just going to let it play to the end of the video here because I have a call to action. We're going to click save. Let's go to Canva so that we can make an end card for the end screen. Let's look at my end card before we make our own. I have a rectangle, but I've got a thanks for watching. So for this one, I've got watch this next, a cool photo effects feature you don't know about. So for every single video, I change what that bottom phrase says. In addition to hearing me verbally say it, there's something written on the screen to say, hey, watch this next. If I scroll back, you're going to see that it has animations. Thank you for watching. What we're going to do, open a brand new document and create an end card. To make this super simple for you, we're actually going to find a template. Search end card. This is going to give you Canva templates and all of your content, but we're just going to click Canva templates, end screen, YouTube thumbnail, outro. We're actually just going to use this. We're going to customize this template. The first thing we can do is get rid of the images. If I click this and click delete, you're going to see that there's a frame, and we're going to do the same thing here. Let's resize this. Click on resize, and we're going to click on video and just resize the design. This is a Canva Pro feature. If you have Canva for free and want to try it, I do have a link down below. However, if you have a free account, don't worry. It's not such a big deal that it's in the thumbnail size if you don't want to resize. This is going to give you a higher quality output. Resize this design. What this did for me was give me a video document. And so I can actually click play. It gives me the duration. There's absolutely no animations on it. If for some reason your end screen didn't work, you would see these placeholder cloud, sky, grass images. We don't want that. So what we're going to do instead is put in colors. Now, the super simple thing to do would be to just click the placeholder, click on the color, and then give it the color that you would want. Let's just say this for simplicity's sake. I could do the same thing here. And what you would do is put this in the video that you are making at the end and then add your end screen like I showed you earlier. However, there is a much better way. I'm actually going to add a thumbnail of a video. We're going to click upload. I've got this. Which mic is better? We're just going to left click and put it in there. And you're going to notice that even this placeholder is the wrong size, because if it was the correct size, you would be able to see the full thumbnail. Not the right size. We're going to detach this image, and I'm actually going to get rid of this placeholder altogether and then shrink this down, left click and shrink, and put this right where it is. Now, just to make sure this is a 16:9 ratio, I'm going to double click it and click 16:9. It is because it didn't crop at all. And for the circle, this is a touchy subject. We're actually going to get rid of it because you can just place them wherever you want. Thank you for watching. I don't like the brown color of this. We're going to click on this, and I don't know what gray I want, but we're going to figure it out by clicking text color and typing in gray and just clicking on, oh, I like this one. That one's nice. This one's colors code is 312E2D. So we're going to do that. So we're going to click on effects, scroll down, choose the same color from the top text. We're going to do the same thing here for latest video. Click color, change the color. And now you can change the words here to be whatever you want. Subscribe for more videos. Subscribe, and we're going to pull that out and move it over a little bit. Creator Classroom. We're going to left click and pull that out. Text color. We need to double click and highlight over that and change the text color. Click on that. Click on this duplicate icon drag it over here. Instead of latest video, say watch this next, and give a little sneak peek of what it would be. Buy a better microphone. You're going to want to get it aligned nicely and properly and things like that. So for this one, I would want to align it to the left. It makes it easier to read. Align to the left. What if you don't want a thumbnail? Put your thumbnail there as a placeholder for the correct size, and then type R on your keyboard and put it right on top of that thumbnail image and size it so that it's just blank. But again, you don't really need the rectangle if you don't want it. I like to use it because I like to have an animation. We're going to click this, and I'm going to click this position and send that backwards. I'm just going to get rid of this thumbnail so that it is basic for you. Click on the back. And we are going to do a page animation. This is the quickest way to animate everything on your page. Click on the word animate. You can absolutely check out each one of these by hovering over it and seeing what's there. We're going to use corporate. You can use any one that you want. Choose whether you want it on both, on enter or on exit. I prefer on enter, so we're going to go with that. And then we're going to watch it and see what happens. That's okay. If you want to animate something specifically and you want it to have something different other than it automatically gave it fade, then click on the animation fade. Make a choice as to what you would like for it to be. The ones that I like are actually photo animations, which is why I prefer to use a thumbnail and then use duotone to change it. Let me show you what I mean. I want to get this color because I want it to be the same color as my text. I'm going to grab the text color. I'm going to click add a new color so that I can copy, Control C, that color code to this thumbnail. Click edit, click duotone, click custom, and now we're going to give it a highlight of that color code and a shadow of that color code. This element is a picture. We can use photo animations instead. Click animate. There's 6 new animations for photos. So we can do a brush. I actually do have a video of these video animations that you may want to use on your end screen. So let's click on brush. Let's go on enter and let's let it stay like that. Because it's got something behind it, you can see that. We're going to get rid of that. Position, layers. We're going to scroll down. It's this one that's this teal color, and we're just going to delete it. It has to be at least 5 seconds, but you can make it 20 seconds and then cut it down in your video editor like this. Click on the background. It's got 5 seconds. If you hover over it, it says edit timing. Click that. Type in 20 for it to be 20 seconds. How do you download it? Simple. Share, download, MP4. It's just one page, so we're good. How do you add something like this to your video? Here is a video editor. I typically use Camtasia to edit my videos, but this is one I used to use called Shotcut. I can't show you what this looks like in Camtasia because I'm using Camtasia to record it. We're going to click on Open File, and it should be under Download. Here it is, Pink Vlogger. And we're going to add it, and that's what it looks like. Left click and drag. It's going to be there. What I could do in this case is take my person, like I could take it to the end of the video, and I'm going to take this. I need to add a size to it, so let's do that. And I'm going to position it right where it's supposed to go. This obviously was a video that I was working on, so it's not done yet, but I just wanted you to see.
I even put parentheses.
I just put the video on top of the end screen in that blank spot. You could also use it for the subscribe icon or an extra video if you wanted to do that in the back end of YouTube Studio. To learn more about video animations and how you could make adjustments to them, watch this next. But before you do that, watch this blooper. Are you giving